time! Carthage Tigers football on Music Radio and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network.
We thank all our Carthage area businesses and employers who support the Tiger broadcasts. Sirloin Stockade, Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance, Vintage Timekeepers, Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donuts, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Kathleen Carter of American Family Insurance, Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Mill Mortuary, Assured Partners Insurance. And we thank Carthage Water and Electric, G3 Family Entertainment, Turf Tamers, Pearson Kelly, Smith CPAs and Advisors, Community National Bank and Trust, Boomer's Barbecue, Fair Acres YMCA, Carthage Dental Associates, Hots Food Products, and the law firm of Webster and Carlton. We're glad to have Mercy Hospital Carthage, Fast Monkey Auto, Peachtree Dental, Cider Tax Services, MSSU, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, Old Missouri Bank, Matthew Sherrill Shelter Insurance, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, Freeman Health System, and Schrader's Towing and Filling Station. We also thank Reeves Tire and Automotive, Hurricane Car Wash, Carthage Area McDonald's, Specialty Risk Insurance, H.E. Williams, Schreiber Foods, and Jaspertronics. Stay tuned for the coach's interview, the Music Radio 93.5 halftime show, and a look inside the numbers during the game. We are grateful for all our partner sponsors and encourage you to remember these local businesses and employers if and when you ever need their services or products.
And now it's time to hear the voice of the Carthage Tigers football. It's Jim Taylor.
Good evening, everyone, from Hafner Stadium. Jim Taylor with you here as it's senior night for the Tigers, and they were all introduced, and we may have a slightly different starting lineup tonight. I don't know if they're going to start all seniors on both sides for a play or two. We'll probably go ahead and stick with the regular starting lineups when those come about. And how the top last week is the question, whether it'll be this week. It's been a rough last 2 weeks, and it doesn't get any easier tonight and then next week when they finish up against the Neosho Wildcats on the road. Last week, a 0-0-0 with the Carthage Tigers beating the Republic Tigers, and the only time they led was the final score by a score of 30-28 when Malachi Jackson hit a 25-yard field goal. There was 1 second on the clock, and nothing Republic could do about it. And the Tigers rallied from a 21-0 deficit in that ball game. They got it within 14 at the half, tied it early fourth, fell behind, almost tied it back. They decided to go for two, came up short, and that precipitated the field goal, which won the game. We talked to Coach Gowdy about that particular game and what to expect tonight. And here is the interview with Coach Gowdy.
Understatement, it was an exciting game Friday night.
Wasn't it? I mean, wow, just the way that started and the way it finished was really unbelievable.
The way you talk about the start, 3 possessions, they almost had 3 touchdowns. They had 2, but you stopped them on that one.
Yeah, that was big. You know, I felt like that gave our kids a little bit of confidence. We held them on downs there on the 1-yard line, but, you know, their quarterback is pretty special, and he was able to get loose in the next possession, I believe. But, you know, it's hard to simulate that speed and physicality from their offensive line. It's hard to simulate that in practice. And I thought our kids, you know, when we came out, we didn't understand what was going to happen to us. You can tell them all you want. Hey, they're going to come off the ball and hit you in the mouth and be happy with 2- and 3-yard gains. And you better stay low and anchor down because you're going to get driven. But until it actually happens, you know, they can't figure that out. But they finally settled in, finally figured it out. And defense made some huge stops there in the second half and gave ourselves a chance.
Yeah, I'll jump over to that. He came out in the locker room, the quarterback, and he just he couldn't turn the corner there on those. He had 2 3-and-outs.
Yeah, and, you know, I don't think it was anything that we did in terms of switching anything defensively. It was just our kids were able to settle down so they could do their job and fit where they were supposed to fit. And, you know, they went 2 3-and-outs there in the third quarter and gave our guys a chance to, you know, get the ball back and move the ball a little bit. And I guess the same is true offensively. You know, we didn't do very well in the first half and turned it over on downs a couple times. And we were able to finish a drive there right at the end of the half that gave our kids some confidence confidence. And when you get the ball coming out of halftime after you scored right before half and are able to score, man, that's so big. And we've been able to do that a few times this year. Just gives your kids lots of confidence going forward.
Yeah, that's what I was going to mention. I mentioned on the air, if you get a touchdown here before the half, then you get it right back out. I didn't know Tate Nichols was going to run it down to the 14-yard line. So.
Yeah, he's done that twice. Last week versus Joplin, we were tied at half 7-7, and we get the ball back, and we had a stop actually, and then they punted, and he had a huge return, and so both weeks, back to back, he's had a huge return that set up the score and got us going.
Well, you finally caught him there early fourth, and then they came right back. McCracken was at it again. He got loose.
Yeah, he got loose again. We did really well containing him, but he's such a special player. I mean, I think he had 230 yards rushing out of there, 290 or something like that, and just a really good football player, and you can't allow him to get the corner. You can't allow him to get the edge. You have to pursue from the backside and make sure, he's not cutting that thing back as well. So just a tough player to defend, and he did a really good job.
And you got that touchdown to get you within one. I thought that was a kind of a gritty performance there down at the goal line. Browning was stopped like 3 or 4 times. He just kept twisting and turning. He finally hit the end zone.
Yeah, he did. He was able to punch that in, and, it was about 2 minutes left, and, and now what do? You have a decision to make, and we felt like we were just going to kick the extra point and get it tied up and see if we could get them into overtime. And then they had a false start and got us a yard and a half closer, and, our kids were wanting to go for 2, and so we sent the offense back out. They stuffed us. Fortunately, our defense stepped up and forced a 3 and out. We got the ball back.
Running out of time here, but how about that last drive to get the field goal?
Yeah, I've never seen anything quite like that. We talked before the air here that, we eventually had to go 90 yards in less than a minute with no timeouts, and the probability of winning that scenario is not real high. But our kids, Zane did a good job of getting the ball out. Our receivers made some really miraculous catches there on that possession, and we get down there, and 19 seconds left after a penalty, and we're on quarterback draw to get us a little bit closer and be able to spike it. And man, that clock was going down fast, and we were able to get it with 1 second left, and pressure situation for Malachi to come in and kick that field goal. But really proud of him.
I mentioned the gauntlet in the last 4 weeks. Number 3's coming up, and that's maybe one of the toughest ones, Webb City.
Yeah, it always is. Every year, and obviously they're playing really well. They only have 2 losses, and both of them are 1-score losses to Nixa and to Republic, and really doing some nice things. Again, offensively, they play as hard as anybody. On the defensive side, they pursue as well as anybody. Always a tough challenge for us to hook it up, especially here at the end of the season after both teams have, made it this far.
I know it's something you generally don't like to talk about at this juncture, but you're ahead of the points, but like less than a point ahead of Republic right now in the district. Yeah,
it's, all 4 of those teams over here, with us and Republic and Neosho and Webb, it's anybody's district, to take that top seed and get that bye week. So we just got to, high school kids, 16, 17-year-old kids, you have to deal with the losses, but you also have to, handle the wins. And, the mindset this week, you just have to keep your head down and keep climbing up that mountain.
About a minute away from the kickoff for tonight's contest, and the Tigers lost the toss, so Webb City will defer and they'll kick, so Carthage will have the ball at the beginning of this one. Our kickoff brought to you by Community National Bank and Trust. We'll hear from them back here in 30 seconds. Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger Football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
City comes in at 5-2. Carthage, they are at 6-1. They were in danger some of those games of dropping. They could very well have 3 losses the last 2 weeks. They had a game against Joplin that went back and forth. Nobody ever enjoyed a 2-score lead in that one. And then the game last week, he fell behind by a score of 21-0 before finally catching him early fourth quarter, and then thankfully no overtime. And that's thanks to Malachi Douglas. Carthage in the home blue and Webb City in their white on the road with the Columbia blue pants. Here's the approach. It's on the way. It's going to be backed up and into the end zone. Nichols will just let it drop, and it's going to be at the 20 for Carthage to start things, going left to right. And they will have at the quarterback, it's Zane Browning, Landon West, Cade Lawson. They're in the backfield. Landon Bland, Carson Kinder, Malachi Douglas are the receivers. Byron Realis, Cooper Charleston. Last check, Aldo Cardenas is going to play for MJ Martzoff. That's what Coach told me on Wednesday. Dry Bayless, Ethan Roach, they are the front line. Get you the Webb City defense after this next play. First play, a little swing pass to the 20 and to the 26-yard line, out of bounds, near side. Carson Myers made the stop on the catch by Jack Carlton. It's Gavin Stogsdill, Brendan LeMay, Trevor Laughlin. They're the front line for Webb City. Barry Kaufman, River Linker, Ethan Keller, and Bryson Bard are the linebackers. Corners are Braylon Coleman and Slade Hurd, Mason Young, Carson Myers. They are the safeties. Second down and 4. Man goes in motion. Handoff straight ahead. Be first down to the 32-yard line. It was Landon West. River Linker was one of the guys there for Webb City. So 2 plays and a first down at the 32-yard line. Team split last year. Carthage gave up a late score. Webb City missed their extra point, and then Carthage ended up running the clock and won at 14-13. They had a 14-0 lead in the district championship, but 3 consecutive turnovers, kind of like that last try for that pronunciation. That sealed the fate. Here goes Landon West again across the 40 to the 41. He'll be close to the first down. Looks like he's going to be marked a little bit short. They will say second down. Second down, less than 1. Minute and a half into the game. Carlton comes out on the left. It's like Douglas, the receiver, there on the right. Kind of a low snap, but Browning's going to take it, and he'll get the first down. He'll move to the 45 and get just across. Like Bollinger there for Webb City. And Bryson Bard. It's actually Bryson Bard, not 35, not 55. Four plays and 2 first downs. Ball at the 45 of Carthage. No score. Man in motion to the right. Fake the sweep. They give it off to Landon West. Got a big hole across the 50. Near another first down. They might give it to him. He's at the Webb City 45. Bottom of the stack was Mason Young for Webb. And it is a first down. So they move the chains on 3 occasions here on the opening drive. Carthage very adept in multi-play drives. They've averaged about 9 per possession. They've had some quick strikes, but mostly it's grinded out, and with Webb City, you like to see that. Here's West in a crowd. He breaks out to the 35, and he's to the 30. And you can take big plays like that, insert them into the long grinding plays. Another first down. In previous games this year, by the look of the score, you can score on the Cardinals. We just hope we don't have a slot machine going here or some kind of game like that. I just blew that one, didn't I? 9 minutes to go first quarter. There's Pugh in motion. They give it off to West over the right side. He's across the 30, 25, and that's another big chunk to the 21-yard line. Another 9-yard gain on this one. That was play number 7. 8.5 left to go here in the first quarter. Carthage on their 8th play coming up on the near hash mark. West in the backfield next to Browning. Low snap. This one's going to be costly. And Browning is dropped for a loss back to the 25. Low snap, had to concentrate on getting a hold of it. And a couple of Cardinals were there. Brendan McLamay there on the stop. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 4. Less than 5, but that's what they have on the board, is 5. So need the 20 for the first down. Give it off to Landon, and he moves close to the 20, and I think he's going to get it. On the stop, Carson Myers. It is a first down. So the second down play did not burn him, and a new set here at the 20-yard line. I know it's cliche, but the season just moves along. We'll be at week 9 already next week down in Neosho. And they're playing Republic tonight. I'll try to keep the best eye I can on that one, but Neosho's 22 miles away. Man comes in motion. And they'll give it off to Douglas. He'll go to the left side, cut back 15. He moves down to the 12, maybe the 13. They're going to mark him back a yard to the 13. Slade Hurd made the stop. The drive continues. That was the 10th play. Tigers trying to eat up. Right now, this play, if they keep it safely and try another play, they will have eaten up 6 minutes of the quarter. And here's Browning. That's that West. That West on the direct snap. He's got a first down. He's to the 6. So the Tigers have a 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. By the time this play is over, they will have eaten up half the quarter. We have Skylar Pugh way out on the left and Carlton on the near right. Now Pugh comes in motion, and they'll give it off to West straight ahead. He'll make the goal line, and that's about as far as they get. They have not signaled touchdown. Now there's a little bit of tangling at the bottom of the pile, and now they unsnarl each other, and it's right at the goal line. The nose not quite to the goal line. This would be the 13th play coming up. 5.5 left to go in the first quarter. Browning awaits the snap. He'll give it. He'll give to West, and no indication. I don't think he got it, no. Looked at the side judge over here. So it'll be 3rd down, almost in the same spot. Bryson Bard on the stop. Douglas will work his way in. Under 5 to go, opening quarter. Douglas is a wing to the left. There is West. He's going to try to sneak across, and he got it. Touchdown. .437 on the clock. I believe that goes to Browning. I apologize for that. It was Browning. I saw West running without the football. He leaped across, and Browning kept it, and he went the low route. So it'll be Douglas to add the extra point. And Webb City goes offside. Haven't we seen this before? So it'll be, well, wait a minute. Referee went, well, he still signaled the wrong direction, I think. Yeah, he started to go false start against Carthage, then he said offside Carthage, but they moved the ball up. So now we're still trying to decipher what is going on. We had no announcement. Now, I could be totally wrong here, but I would go ahead and just take the single this early in the game because you don't want to be chasing those points, as they say. That's what they are going to do. And again, Webb City comes across. Guys, we got a whole evening ahead. Let's get here before we have to do the lightning delays. So now he did get that one correctly administered. It is false start against Webb City. We're actually offside. See, I blew that one. This is a humbling job sometimes. Eventually we'll get this extra point tried. It's on the way. It's a knuckleball, but he got it. There was pressure from the right side. So after a bunch of breaks, we finally got it on there. 7-0, 4:37 to go. First quarter, back in 30, Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Fair Acres family-wide cheers on the Carthage Tigers. The coaches, players, and their families all deserve a hearty congratulations and a sincere thank you for their sacrifice and hard work. As Fair Acres family-wide works to build strong kids, strong families, and strong communities, they know that good sportsmanship goes a long way in developing one's character. Fair Acres Family-Wide is proud to be part of Carthage and a proud sponsor of Carthage Tiger broadcasts. Go Tigers!
80 yards, 13 plays. More importantly, it ate up 7 minutes and 23 seconds. So Carthage takes the opening possession and puts a 7 on the board. Of course, Webb City, they like the big play, so you don't want to just hand one right back to them. Because it'd be nice, you take possessions and you still have a lead to work with and add 2 instead of just trying to stay ahead. Kind of like the Joplin game. So Douglas will kick. And there's the approach. It's going to be into the end zone. So Webb City will start at their 20. They'll have Braden Strickland at quarterback, Gabe Johnson, Mason Williams in the backfield, Grayson Ganaway at one receiver, Trey Turner the other. And the tight end is Gus Carnes. We have Bollinger, Chrisman, White, Miners Hagen, and Cartwright on the front line. First and 10 for Webb City. Here's a handoff. It'll get maybe a yard. Landon Bland, Jordan Brunert, the leading tackler on the play. So a pickup of 2. It'll be second down and 8. Line is Landon Bland, Braden Odell, Steve Sirius, Brady Guerin. Linebackers Joshua Hill, Jet Dalton, Jordan Brunert. Secondary is Womack, Norbury, and Nichols. And I'm sure Brody Jackson is playing this week. Should be Goad out there if he's not. Here's a play at the line, and it goes to the 25 and to the 27-yard line. So it'll be third down and 3. Mason Williams on the carry. Third down and 3 at the Webb City 27. 7-0 Carthage. A 13-play drive and a touchdown by Browning. 3rd and 3, looks to be a short pass out to the flat. It's caught for a first down. And taken in there by Slade Hurd. And the tackle made by Tate Nichols. But it is a first down to the 33, so a pickup of 6. Carthage ate up 7 minutes, 23 seconds at the start. We're down to under 3 here in the first quarter. We put 3 receivers out to the right side for Webb at a single back. Strickland wants to run, and he does 35. He's to about the 36-yard line. He's taken out Noah Norberry. But a decent gain. That'll be to the 37-yard line. It'll be 2nd down and 6. Be from the near hash, and a 2nd down. Need the 43. Again, single setback, and Strickland under center. Handoff moves to the 40 to the 41-yard line. That was Bryson Bard on the carry, so another 3rd and 3 for Webb City. To keep checking on Webb City. They used another quarterback at times during their previous ball games. Right now it's still Strickland. 3rd down, they need the 43. Handoff straight ahead. It's going to be a first down, and it's to the 45. On the carry was Abel Getz, and that's what he does with the first down. They move it to the 45. Norberry, one of the guys on the stop. So Webb City trying to match a grinded out drive, coming down to the final minute of the first quarter, 7-0 Carthage. They come to the line with 10 seconds on the play clock. And receivers go left. Now they go unbalanced left with the receiver moving to the left side. Strickland wants to throw, looking left. Now over the middle, he's going to air it out. It's got a man open, and it is caught. It's going to be a touchdown. Travian Turner. At 40 seconds to go, Webb City has a chance to tie it up. Goes 55 yards on the pass. So they go 80 yards themselves. And the extra point is on the way, and it is good. So Webb City comes back and answers. 7-7 game with 40 seconds to go in the first quarter. Back in 30, Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance Agency is rooting on our Carthage Tigers. On the gridiron and in life, having the right coverage is always important. And Jeff Hodkin has over 25 years experience helping individuals, families, and businesses in the 4 states get the coverage they need. If you feel like your insurance needs an audible, give Jeff Hodkin a call today. For your free quote, 359-3399. Or stop by the office at 800 South Garrison in Carthage today. Jeff Hodkin American Family Insurance says, go Tigers.
$80 yards, 7 plays. And Webb City does match the first touchdown, which was by Carthage. So Jared Castro will kick off. Nichols and West, they will receive. Castro's kick is fairly strong, but it's returnable at the 5, to the 15, 20, and to the, that's about as far as he gets. Big crowd around the 20, and that's where they'll put him down. That was Tate Nichols on the return. Carthage on their first possession, they took it 13 plays for the touchdown, but Webb City came back and scored themselves. That was on 7 plays and 80 yards. So receiver out on the left. Now he comes in motion. That's Douglas. Give to West. Weaves his way through a bunch of folks. He's going to get about 5, maybe 6. A little second effort's going to get him across the 25 to the 26. He did it at a low angle. I was afraid the ball might have popped out the way everybody was running around down there. That may be the last play of the first quarter. We're at 13 seconds. Carthage does not have to snap. And that will finish off the first quarter. So it will be 2nd down and 4 for Carthage. They're going to go the other direction, obviously, when we come back. Back in 1 minute. 7-7 tie. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
The owners, staff, and management at Sirloin Stockade wish the Carthage Tigers a successful year, not only in athletics but also in the classroom. Sirloin Stockade knows that hard work and diligent effort are keys to achieving goals, and they look forward to those young students embracing the challenges of tomorrow. Sirloin Stockade is proud to be part of the Carthage Tiger broadcast, and they remind you to stop by before the game or during the weekend for a delicious meal that's just as good as home cooked. Sirloin Stockade, 1027 West Central in Carthage.
Looking for a high-quality late-model car, truck, or SUV? At Premier Auto Sales and Service, we've got you covered. Family-owned and operated for 26 years, we're proud to support our Carthage Tigers. Located at 730 West Fairview in Carthage, we offer late-model, like-new used cars you can trust. Whether you're looking for your next vehicle or need top-notch service, visit us today. Don't forget to check out our Facebook page for the latest deals. Premier Auto Sales and Service, where quality meets hometown pride. Go Big Blue!
Jim Taylor back at Hafner Stadium. Carthage with a 2nd down and 4 on their second possession. Be West again, a little tougher going this time. He'll make the 28, so it'll be 3rd down and 2. Brendan LeMay will be there under all that pile. And also Ethan Keller. 3rd down and 2 coming up. Next to the last regular season game. We'll finish next week down in Neosho. Browning awaits the snap. Man comes in motion. They'll hand it off to Nichols. He's going to try to get the first, and he can't. He is tripped up at the 29. He missed one tackle. But then the opposing number 8 came through. Gavin Stoghill made the stop. So it's 4th down and a full yard. About a minute gone, a little bit more than that, about 1:10 remaining. And they're going to try for it. It's going to be a carry, and they're not going to make it. They did the pitch out to the far side, and the Cardinal defense holds. Short of the first down, they had a shot at it, but they needed to get across the 30. So they went over on downs. So Webb City gets their second possession, first of the second quarter, and they're at the plus 29. New quarterback in there, and it's going to be a handoff, and not much there. Goes to Gabe Johnson. He's been injured in recent weeks. He is hit for no gain. be second down and the same spot. 7-7 game. Johnson at quarterback. He'll take the snap. He'll pitch out wide. The ball's loose. And the ball might be picked up by Carthage. No signal yet. It is Carthage football. They did the pitch. The ball squirted loose behind the runner. And it looks like Norin Norberry got the fumble recovery. So, in essence, they pick up a first down. The defense did it for them. 33-yard line. I was going to mention Webb has turned the ball over a little bit this year, so that puts a +6 for Carthage. They came in with a +5. First down and 10. Carthage right back with the ball. In motion. And they give it off to West. Has a hole left side. Across the 35. A helmet goes flying off. And West is at the 37-yard line. So it'll be second down and 6. Carthage on that first drive was getting 4 and 5 yards a carry. Of course, they came up empty on that last possession. They overcame a loss on that scoring drive. Came back, got a first down. It's been Browning for Carthage and Turner for Webb City on the touchdowns. Second down and 6. Well, bobbled snap. Browning's going to have to eat it, and then he'll go with it and break across to the 50. That's going to be a first down. Sometimes the broken plays are the best because it freezes the defense, and then if you realize I got control of it, you look for that hole, and it's bigger than you thought it was going to be. It looked like he was just going to have to take it. He was going to get some positive yards out of it, but then he had to do a little redirection to go back to his right because he saw the hole there, and it's enough for a first down. He didn't get a very good spot. They'll put it at the Carthage 49, but it is a first down. Receiver comes in motion. That is Pugh. Fake to him. Give to West. Trying to go in the middle and gets maybe 2. That was sealed up very quickly by the Webb City defense. Front line all converged on him. Leader of that was Cooper Ray. And now they get a generous spot, so I guess they made up for it. It'll be second down and 8. They get 2 on the play. Seven game. We're just under 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. And Browning, he'll hand it off. Looks like Norberry this time. He goes to the 46. Thought I saw 1, and it was him. So it'll be third down. They need the Webb City 41 for the first. Douglas checks in. It's all relayed, and Browning will go back and receive the snap. On a third down, they'll give it, and nothing there. They're going to lose some yardage. That was Norberry again. He was taken by Barrick Hoffman. So now Carthage with another fourth down decision. I don't know if there's trouble with West. I'm looking here on the sidelines. There's nobody on the bench. Trying to find him on the sidelines. Looks like they're going to punt, and they do. Low kick, it's going to land, take a decent enough bounce. Now it takes a quicker bounce than anybody anticipated, and unfortunately goes into the end zone. It took that first bounce, looked like it was going to stay up long enough. Then when it hit the second time, it just kind of catapulted into the end zone. So Tigers ended up punting, and Webb City will take over on their 20. I see West there on the sideline now. His helmet is off. He's standing up. He's standing there, and they're talking to him, but looks like it was a helmet issue, what the problem was, as they're playing with it. That's rectifiable. Here's a run to the 23-yard line. Jet Dalton on the backside made the stop. Will be a gain of 2. Mason Williams on the carry. Second down and 8, under 6 minutes left to go in the first half. Carthage scored at 4:37 after holding the ball 7 minutes 23 seconds, but then Webb City came back at the 42nd mark and tied the game. Second down and 8, Strickland back in at quarterback, and the handoff goes to the 25 and no more. Mason Williams met by Steve Sirius. So it'll be third down and 5 from their own 25 for Webb City. Webb City came in 5 and 2. Losses to Republic and Nixa. Everybody's lost to Nixa, so that's just a given this year. Carthage came in at 6 and 1, and that is their only loss. Tied up in this one at 7. Strickland back in at quarterback. He'll go under center. He'll try to keep, and he's got a line, and he's going to be short of the first down. He had blockers in front, but a couple of other Tigers came in there around those blockers and made the stop. I think Sirius was one of those guys. And Webb City will show punt. Brady Guerin was also there helping out. So here's a low snap and a knuckleball. That's going to take a Webb City bounce, but it's going to land at the 44. It was a low snap and there was pressure, and the punt was not very good. It's going to be good field position for Carthage at the 44-yard line in their own territory. Browning scored from a yard out, and then Turner a 55-yard pass reception for Webb City. So the last 2 possessions have ended in punts for each team. Webb City fumbled the ball on their second possession when they held Carthage at their own 29. West is back in, looks for a hole, breaks through, breaks off another man, 50, 45, left side 40, still going to the 35 of Webb City. He just kept running into people and bouncing off of them. If he'd have had a full head of steam, we'd be talking touchdown. Stockdale finally got around him and pulled him down, but it's all the way to the 35-yard line. First down and 10 at the Webb City 35. Under 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Here's Browning keeping, looking for a hole, and he's going to get maybe 2. He's pushed back. And they'll mark him at the 34, so he only gets 1. Cooper Tingle, one of the guys there. Also Ethan Keller. Second down and 9 for Carthage. Webb City will have the ball to start the second half. I don't believe we're talking about that already. In real time, this game has moved along. Coming down to the 3-minute mark of the second quarter. Browning will hand it off on a delay, and West has a hole to the 25, 20. Jukes past another couple of guys. He's to the 15. That looked like the old Statue of Liberty. Browning went back like he was going to throw, and he just kind of underhanded it to Landon West, and he had a gaping hole. So it's a new set of downs at the Webb City 15. So Douglas runs in with some advice, and the Tigers come to the line. About 2:30 left in the half by the time they snap it. Give it off. Steady dive of Landon West inside the 10. And he will make the 7, it looks like. Be between the 7 and the 8. It'll be second down. They can get a new set of downs at the 5. They put it down just outside the 8. Pick up of 7, second down and 3. Ball at the near hash mark, trying to break a 7-7 tie. Here's Browning keeping, going through a crowd, turning left. He's going to get the first down, it looks like. So they'll have 4 more shots at it. On the stop for Webb City, Trevor Laughlin. So it's first and goal at the 5. Browning scored from a yard out. I played the fake, so I blew that one. Landon West did a leap. Enough Webb City guys bought that, and Browning took the low road and went into the end zone. First down and goal at the 5, 7-7. Douglas in motion. They'll give it to him. He breaks a tackle. He'll get at least a yard out of it. He was going to be hit at the 6, but he kept the legs moving and he pushed it forward just enough to make it second and goal from the 4. Keller on the stop. Final minute of the first half. Believe it or not. Second and goal from the 4. Man goes in motion. They give to West. He spins, and scores. He did 2 360s on that run, if you can call it that. It was more of a sachet. So Carthage grabs the lead, 38 seconds left to go. Douglas will try to make it 14-7. And it is good. So it's now 14 for Carthage and 7 for Webb City, and they'll have 38 seconds and all timeouts to work with. When we come back in 30 seconds, Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Tony Williams.
Local dentists Mark Westhoff and Carthage alumnus Katrina Wickland of Carthage Dental Associates cheer on our Carthage Tigers. They know that setting goals and working hard toward them are keys to every successful life, and they wish the Carthage student body and athletes the best of luck in the game and in the classroom. Carthage Dental Associates have been providing preventive and restorative general dentistry for you and your families for the last 20-plus years, and they're proud to be a part of the community and are grateful to be part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
54 yards in 7 plays, and don't let any Webb City magic happen here in the final 38 seconds. Pretty much Landon West featured on that drive of 7 plays. And we await the approach from Mr. Douglas. There it is. High kick. It's going to be caught at the 1. 10. Look out. 20. Near sideline 30. 40, back in bounds 45 into the 49-yard line. A good return. Webb City in great shape. On the return, it was Hayslip. And they'll mark the ball at the 50. So I said you don't want any Webb City magic. Well, that's their first trick. Hopefully they run it out on that first one. 28 seconds to go. And no one used a timeout in this ball game. It's went by so quickly. You need to keep them out of the end zone the balance of this half, because Webb City will start with the ball in the third quarter. Strickland back in at quarterback. 3 receivers left side. They want to throw. Swinging out to the left side, 50, 45, and out of bounds on the Webb City side, near a first down. They'll say 9 yards, but it does stop the clock at 22. So 2nd down and 1. Ball out at the far hash mark. Carthage just scored to take the lead, and by golly, you don't want Webb City to come right back. They put the receivers out to the left, stack them up over there, 3 of them. Again, a throw, little swing pass, that's caught at the 40 for a first down into the Carthage 37-yard line, out of bounds with 17 to go. So the ball at the 38-yard line of Carthage. Trying to keep it a 14-7 Carthage lead going into the locker room. But receiver out wide left, that's Holden Johnson, another receiver to the right. Strickland again to throw. Got to go Johnson far side, and he didn't see it, and it's incomplete. He didn't turn around fast enough, and Strickland was firing the football, but the receiver still had his back to the play. And that'll be 12 seconds left. It'll be 2nd down. It looks like Webb City's called a timeout. They have. So we'll slip in a 30-second break. 14-7 Carthage, 12 seconds to go in the half. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Tony Williams State Farm Insurance is a proud supporter of Carthage Tiger Athletics. If life has fouled you out of the game or you just need better coverage, Tony Williams and his experienced team can help get you back in the game with the best coverage for your specific needs. Auto, home, life, business, and more. In the office, over the phone, or online, there's several ways to get a free quote today. Tony Williams State Farm Insurance, located at 2232 Grand Avenue. Tony Williams says, go Tigers!
12 seconds remaining here in the first half. Could be a long 12 seconds. Hopefully not. If you can keep them in bounds. Of course, they do have the 2 timeouts to work with. But now they have Gabe Johnson back at quarterback, don't they? Or is that still Strickland? They line up in a shotgun. And we have a flag. We have an equipment foul on Webb City. So that'll back him up 5. It's that, or they had too many men on the field. That call is very similar. Nonetheless, it's 5 yards back. And it's to the 43. Good return after the Carthage touchdown. Set up Webb City at the 50. They're now at 2nd down and 15. Strickland to throw. He's being chased. He rolls to the left. He's going to take it and runs. Keep him in bounds if he can. He's down at the 40. We're down to 1 second. They're not going to stop the clock, it looks like. Webb City had 2 timeouts. They had time to call one right there and try something else, but you'll take the 14-7 lead for Carthage as they go to the room, the locker room, that is. And I suppose they go to the room, too, when they're in the locker room. Anyway, nonetheless, we need to take a break, thankfully. It's 14-7 Carthage, and back here in 3 minutes, this is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Tired of your bank dropping the ball? Whether it's clunky apps, high fees, or you feel like just a number, you'll find the service and convenience you need at OMB. From user-friendly digital banking to personalized service, we're here to make managing your money the experience you've always wanted. Visit us online at ombbank.com or in person to learn more. OMB, community banking made better. Member FDIC.
Fast Monkey Auto is cheering on our Carthage Tigers. I'm Carthage graduate Jason Cornett, owner of Fast Monkey Auto. Need reliable auto service that keeps you on the road? Then look no farther than Fast Monkey Auto in Carthage. Whether it's oil changes, brakes, state inspections, or suspension work, we've got you covered. At Fast Monkey Auto, we pride ourselves on fast, friendly service, keeping you informed every step of the way. Visit us today at 2302 Fairlawn Avenue. At Fast Monkey Auto, we've got your back. 417-358-0756 or fastmonkeyauto.com. Go Tigers!
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Carthage McDonald's, a proud supporter of the Tigers. They recognize the importance of teamwork. The R9 sports program is something to be proud of. The coaches, players, and each family member make a lot of sacrifices to create a winning team. The many practices, court and field preparation, the disappointments, and the great moments are all part of learning to win at life itself. Your Carthage McDonald's, locally owned and operated by the Marshall Rice family. Go Big Blue.
Tony Kennard with Wells Fargo Advisors cheers on our Carthage Tigers. Financial advisor Tony Kennard knows that any successful team plans for the future, works hard, and sets goals. Tony wants the best for Carthage's student body, who will be our community leaders in coming years. Tony Kennard with Wells Fargo Advisors is proud to be a part of this Carthage Tiger broadcast. Go Tigers! Wells Fargo Advisors is a trade name used by Wells Fargo Clearing Services, LLC, member SIPC, a registered broker-dealer and non-bank affiliate of Wells Fargo & Company.
Back here in Carthage, Jim Taylor with you here. Very fast first half. Took about 45 minutes. I haven't been through one of those in a long time. And Carthage leads by a score of 14-7. They lost the toss, but did a great job on the opening drive. They spent 7 minutes, 23 seconds of the first and 13 plays before Browning scored. That was from a yard out. It was 80 yards in 13 plays and a 7-0 lead. Webb City came back. They did it a little bit less, 7 plays, had a couple of first downs. They got the ball at their 20. And then Trey Turner caught a pass. He was open about the 20-yard line and took it in the rest of the way at the 42nd mark. And Castro added the extra point to make it 7-7. That was a 80 yards and 7 plays there for Webb City. Tigers got the ball back, went 4 plays and out. Looked like they were in jeopardy of turning the tables the wrong way as Webb City got the ball at the Carthage 29-yard line. But on the second play there from scrimmage, they fumbled. Noah Norberry recovered it, and the Tigers took it out 5 plays and got it to the opposing 33 before having to punt. Actually, their own 33. They were like 4th and a yard. They elected to punt on that one. Then Webb City went on a 3 and out. Carthage came back on their 4th possession and went 7 plays, and West scored. That was at 38 seconds left to go in the half. Webb City got a great kickoff return to midfield, but they could do nothing with it. They did pick up a first down, but a 5-yard penalty slowed it up. And then the last play at the half ended up just in bounds on the Webb City side. And Webb City had 2 timeouts to work with, and it looked like there was a good 2 to 3 seconds left on the clock when the play ended, but they elected to go back to the locker room trailing by 7. So we'll take another break, come back with some halftime scores. Back in 3 minutes. Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Assured Partners of Missouri, formerly Beimdeck Insurance, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Smart coaches build great team members, a solid game plan, and only have the best equipment for their players. Assured Partners of Missouri applies this same philosophy when putting together an insurance program to ensure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When scouting for insurance, pick the right agent for your team. Give Assured Partners of Missouri a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue.
Schrader's Towing and Eddie Schrader's Service Station in Carthage are all in for the Carthage Tigers. Located on Garrison Street in Carthage, Eddie Schrader's Service Station is the area's only full-service gas station. Schrader's Towing offers safe, dependable towing 24/7. These successful Eddie Schrader companies match the Tigers' hustle and heart every day, and they're proud to be the exclusive towing company and gas station sponsors of these Tiger broadcasts. Join Carthage alumni Eddie Schrader and let's cheer on our Tigers. Go Big Blue!
There are gonna be times. Times when you hit the ground running, and times when you just hit the ground hard. Mercy is ready for all of it, with specialists who not only have a heart for athletes, but for the people who support them. So when you have a health challenge to overcome, choose the team that considers every one of your victories one of ours. Find your Mercy provider at mercy.net/victory. That's mercy.net/victory. Mercy, your life is our life's work.
The law firm of Webster & Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster & Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Drew Evans Investment Companies of Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut cheer on our Tigers. They're proud to be part of this Carthage Tigers broadcast. Hard work, diligence, and persistence give big rewards in life. So make it count, Tigers. The owners and employees at Whistler's and Daylight Donut want only the best for our Tigers and the entire student body. Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donut. Dine in or carry out at all locations in Carthage. Go Tigers. Go Big Blue. Sponsored by Drew Evans Investments.
Did you get us switched over to shelter insurance?
Actually, I found a deal online.
You did? Does your deal come with award-winning customer service?
Oh, I'm not sure.
Does the deal include a local agent?
Doesn't actually say.
Can we create a customized plan that fits our needs? Let's just call the local shelter agent.
For insurance that fits just right, find a shelter agent near you.
Call Carthage alumnus Matthew Sherrill at 417-624-2220. Go Big Blue!
7 Carthage. Webb City will have the ball to start the third quarter as we go through the scores in the conference, and kind of a surprise here. It's at Republic, and Republic is up 28-0 near the half against Neosho. Neosho, the opponent next week, and this is going to further muddle up the points standings tonight. After this game, it's going to be interesting to see how it all plays out, because there's like 5 teams that have a shot at the number 1 seed in that week off when the districts roll around in a couple of weeks. Lebanon is leading Glendale 22-14. Waynesville and Kickapoo, as expected, no score. Nixa 21-0 against Ozark, and Joplin getting healthy 35-0 against Willard. On the Big 8 side, Seneca shutting out East Newton 28-0. Monette's been kind of a surprise this year. They're holding up with Cassville. 22-21 is the score there, and they've got that little kind of a, not really a square, but they've got Mount Vernon, Monette, Cassville, and Aurora. They all hate each other, and they all seem to knock each other off year in and year out. Right now, Monette has a 1-point better lead, 22-21. Lamar 21-0 against Aurora, and Nevada 12-0 over Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon kind of on the skids right now. And in the Ozark Mountain Conference, it's Carl Junction 34, Bolivar 7, West Plains 18, and Marshfield 10. And not much reporting from the Mid-Lakes. We go to the Southwest Conference. It's Sarcoxy 20, Diamond 6. And Marionville, they're still in the top 5 in Class 1. They're 14-7 over Ash Grove. Other local schools, Jasper and New Heights are scoreless. Let's see if only one Oklahoma score, and that must have been played last night. It's got Grove 36, Miami 13. We got through some of the Kansas scores. Nothing really to report there. Frontenac shutting out Columbus 21-0. Colgan taking care of Erie. This is a first quarter score. It says 46-0. Erie has had some good teams in recent years, apparently not this year. It is 14-7 in favor of Carthage, as Browning scored at 4:37. First quarter, Webb City came back at 40 seconds and tied the game. Then at 38 seconds to go in the second quarter, West scored from 4 yards out, and that is your score, 14-7. We'll take another 3 minutes and come back. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Since 1978, Reeves Tire and Automotive has been servicing the repair, tire, and wheel needs of the 4 states, offering a full line of tire industry top brands at competitive prices and car and truck repair with superior service and experience that can't be beat. Reeves Tire and Automotive is located at 2504 Grand Avenue and open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to noon on Saturdays. Get rolling with Reeves and get rolling with the Carthage Tigers. Go Big Blue.
G3 Family Entertainment has cheered on the Carthage Tiger student athletes this season. Grab your family and friends and come experience the fun. G3 Family Entertainment features a 24-lane bowling alley, an exciting indoor playground for kids 2 to 12, a ninja tag arena, miniature golf, and a restaurant. Located behind Lowe's right here in Carthage. For more information, please follow G3 Family Entertainment on Facebook. G3 Family Entertainment is a proud supporter of our Carthage Tiger student athletes, and they can't wait for the fun to start.
The owners, management, and employees of H.E. Williams give a big salute to the students, players, coaches, and families of our Carthage Tigers. H.E. Williams knows that setting goals, honesty, and hard work are what make the Tigers great both in and outside the game. With a long tradition of being a major employer in Carthage, H.E. Williams is proud to call Carthage home and knows the importance of Made in the USA. H.E. Williams is honored to be a part of these Carthage Tiger broadcasts and says, Go Big Blue!
Hi, Drew and Jonathan Scott here. American Family Insurance agents can help protect your future dreams, like turning your home into an oasis. Save up to 23% by bundling home and auto. Life's better when you're under American Family's roof. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly.
Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. Products not available in every state. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI and its operating companies. 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Contact Kathleen Carter Agency, LLC at 1921 South Garrison or call 417-358-9715 today.
Boomer's Barbecue at 1123 West Central Avenue in Carthage cheers on our Carthage Tigers. From the coaches to the parents and teachers, it takes a lot of effort to help our student athletes and the rest of the student body reach their goals. And Boomer's Barbecue salutes all who make our Tigers great. Boomers is proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast, and they thank you for your business over the years. Once a Tiger, always a Tiger. Carthage alumni Willie Wagner and the entire crew at Boomer's Barbecue say, Go Tigers, go Blue!
Vintage Timekeepers is rooting for the Carthage Tigers, and they hope you'll cheer them on too. Vintage Timekeepers knows that hard work, setting goals, volunteering, and building relationships are important things that improve character and create success in life. Our young students learn those life skills in the classroom and in team sports. Chris and staff at Vintage Timekeepers across the street from the Carthage Post Office wants the best for our student athletes and entire student body. Join them in saying, Go Tigers!
And about 5.5 from the start of the third quarter. Webb City will get the ball to start. Carthage leading here 14-7. We go through the district standings right now. And we have Carthage, they're leading right now by 0.83 points over Republic. And Republic is winning big tonight, 28-0 at home against Neosho. And Webb City's at the top spot with 6-1. Republic 5-2. Webb City, Neosho, and Branson also at 5-2. And then Parkview and Willard lagging behind at 2-5 and 1-6. Mentioned the point totals for Carthage and Republic. Webb City's at 41.81, so if they come back and win this, they might leapfrog the top two. Then Neosho's at 41 points. Looks like they might stay about the same. 4 touchdowns on the road is going to be tough to overcome, but then they could very well make it up next week as they host Carthage. So you got to watch it here because the way this is up, the top seed gets the week off. So even if you get 2 or 3, you want to go no lower than 3, because then you get 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, and whoever finishes at 4 and 5 in the seedings, they're going to have to play each other. So one of those good teams will be knocked off. So you don't want to fall to that number 4 spot if you're Carthage. So right now, Carthage gets head-to-head. That'll be a big stroke in their favor. They've got it against Republic, and if they can stay on top here and beat Webb City, that would be 2-0 against the other guys, and then likely a must-win for the top seed next week, no matter what happens as you go down to Neosho. Take a look at what's going on around here. Mentioned that regular season closes out 7 o'clock kickoff at Neosho next Friday night. On Monday, the JV and 9th grade play Webb City. The JV game will be at Webb City, and the 9th grade game will be right here at Hafner Stadium. Both sites are going to begin at 6 o'clock. And the district playoff schedule is the first round October 31st, and I said this number 1 seed will get the bye. Semifinals November 7, and November 14 is the championship. Those games also at 7 o'clock. Cross-country teams competed in the COC meet today in Nixa. It's moved up due to the weather situation, possibly tomorrow. Lady Tigers placed 3rd, and the men placed 4th. Next meet will be Saturday at districts. That's also at Nixa. Lady Tiger volleyball team wrapped up regular season, finished at 3-3 in COC West play. They'll open up district play at Ozark. First round against Republic on Wednesday at 6:30. Lady Tigers tennis team, their season was wrapped up early this week, falling to Lee Summit North. And the softball team suffered a district loss yesterday, 8-2 to Lee Summit, so they are unfortunately finished for the year. They'll have the banquet coming up in a couple of weeks. Girls golf, Addie Faust competes at the State Girls Tournament next Monday and Tuesday in Sedalia. The boys swim team, they're competing in the COC meet today in Springfield. Next one will be the Southwest Missouri Championships in Springfield, the 31st through November 1st. Soccer team is at 14-4, and they're 4-0 in COC West play. Final week of the regular season, they'll be on the road at Republic. That'll be Tuesday. Then at Willard on Thursday. And they're set for 5 o'clock, JV and varsity matchups both. And tomorrow being Maple Leaf weekend, tomorrow the Maple Leaf Parade and field competition. Parade begins at 9 a.m. and the field competition at noon at Hafner Stadium. Winter sports practices are coming up. First day of practice, boys and girls basketball and girls wrestling is Monday, November 3rd, and Monday, November 10, first practices for boys wrestling and the girls swim team to open their season. And the Little Mermaid will be on stage November 20th, 21st, and 22nd at the R9 Auditorium. And you can get ticket information from somebody you know or buy them at the door. So that's what's happening right now as the Webb City team going through their warm-ups. Carthage is huddled up on their sidelines, so obviously just a little bit away from starting the second half as Browning scored for Carthage at 4:37. 80 yards, 13 plays, 7:23 off the opening clock. Then Webb City came back with a 7-play drive. 55 of that was a Turner reception at the 42nd mark. The teams volleyed back and forth until Carthage got the ball on their last possession of the first half. That was possession number 4 at their own 46 after a poor punt. And 7 plays later, Landon West scored, and that was from 4 yards out. And Douglas added both extra points, and that made it a 14-7 game. Webb City started, I said, on their own 20 and scored. They started on the 29 of Carthage, but 2 plays later fumbled it right back to Carthage. They started at the 20 on their third possession. That was a 3-and-out. Then they had 3 plays, picked up a first down from midfield, and the clock ran out on them, even though they did have timeouts. Carthage started at their 20 the first 2 drives. One of those I mentioned, that 13-play drive to score. and they turned it over. Going for it on a 4th and 1 at their own 29-yard line. Did not make it. Unfortunately, the defense got him back as Noah Norbury recovered the fumble on the second play from scrimmage on that Webb City possession. Tigers, after that possession, got it at the 33, but could do nothing with it. They ended up kicking. Then defense got a 3 and out, and then back to the 46 of Carthage on that next possession, and then they come up with a 7-play touchdown drive. So Webb City will get the ball to start the third quarter. And we'll go ahead and take another 1-minute pause, and we'll come back with that third quarter. 14-7 Carthage. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Everyone at Carthage Water and Electric Plant wishes the Carthage Tigers a great season, not only in sports but in scholastics as well. As your public power utility, we know the value of teamwork will pay dividends as our youth enter the workforce and their professional careers. Let's stay community powered and cheer on our home team to win. Carthage Water and Electric Plant encourages you to get out and support our Carthage Tigers.
Zyder Tax Service loves cheering on our Carthage Tigers. Mike and all the staff know our student athletes have worked hard this year, and they give a big hand to everyone who has helped and encouraged the Tigers to have a successful season. Zyder Tax Services, serving Carthage and the surrounding area with tax planning and preparation for individuals and businesses, is proud to be one of the locally owned businesses that support your Carthage Tigers broadcasts. Join Mike Zyder, CPA, and the rest of Zyder Tax Services as they cheer on our Tigers. Go Tigers!
Carthage is on the field. Webb City trying to get onto the field. I'm trying to get my phone to match up what I wanted. Here we go. Class 5 top 10s. Platte County is leading the way. Rockhurst is at second. Carthage came in number 3. Cardinal Ritter between them and Webb City. They're at number 4. Webb City at 5. Republic at 6. And it's rounded out by Kirkwood, Farmington, Grain Valley, and Ladue. CBC has taken over the lead in Class 6 over Nixa. Class 4, no area teams there. Class 3 Seneca, they're at number 1. Class 2, Lamar, they're ranked at number 9 despite a 4-3 record. And then Class 1 Marionville just behind Thayer. Marionville at number 2, and Thayer is at number 1. So we are about ready to start. Webb City will go from right to left in the second half. 45-minute first half. I don't think the second half will be just as fast, but of course if Carthage gets the ball and starts eating it up again, that's a good thing. Here's a short kick taken at the 15 to the 20, now to the 30, 35, so a good start on the short kick. As Webb City will have the ball for the 5th time. They had Gabe Johnson taking a few reps at quarterback. Strickland has played most of the downs. He usually is the man under center, and I think that's who's out there now. We have a single back and 3 receivers to the left side. Strickland will roll right. He'll try to keep. He breaks free to the 40. He's on his way to the 50. 40, he may score. Trying to catch him is Dalton to the 20, and he brings him down at the 5. So a big start, obviously, there for the Cardinals. Dalton saved the touchdown. So hopefully you can re-gear and stop them here. But they'll have 4 shots and only 5 yards. Looked like they were going to get him after about 3 yards, and then he just slithered away. First and goal for Webb City, already at the 5-yard line. Here's the handoff. They try to sweep, and it's going to be a loss back to the 7. Jordan Brunert turned him inside. It was Mason Williams on the carry, and the rest of the guys helped out. So they'll lose 2, second and goal from the 7. Malachi Douglas also there. (14-7) Carthage, but Webb City They were knocking at the door, but they took a couple of steps back. See if they can keep them backpedaling. Here's Strickland trying to pitch. They will. It's going to be an easy walk-in touchdown to the far side. So 3 plays, and Webb City is a point away from tying. Mason Williams on the run. So I mentioned you like to keep the ball you can, but you don't want Webb City to strike quickly, and they did here on this first possession. So it'll be Castro for the extra point, and it is good. So 10:44 left to go in the third quarter, and we're tied at 14 back in 30 seconds. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Your local shelter insurance agent, Stephen McKay, is proud to be part of the Carthage community and knows that planning for the future makes all the difference in a person's life. The personal values of hard work, truth, and honesty will help our young students become good citizens and the leaders of tomorrow. Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance can help you get the right coverage for your family, home, vehicles, and more. Offices just east of Central and Garrison in Carthage. He's a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger broadcast and says, "Go Tigers!"
65 yards in 3 plays. And Webb City ties it up in a flash. Well, you take another one of those 7.5-minute drives. On the kick, Diego Aldretti. And he pooches it. Tigers cover it at the 39. Nice sliding catch by Joey Wengert. So it's at the 38-yard line. So Carthage a good starting point. And Carthage left to right, third quarter. Here's a snap. Give it off to West and gets 2. He'll cross the 40. On the stop was Gavin Stogdiel. Used to sing that as Stogstill, but it's actually Stog Hill. So I got to watch that every time I see it. Second down, a little bit less than 8. Ball from the near hash. And the receivers go to the left for the moment. Give it to West, and he will break open 45, get a first down, still going into midfield, cross midfield, to the 48-yard line of Webb City. So it's a first down for the Tigers. I only recall the one pass play, and that was, I think, the first play from scrimmage. Got 6 yards. Tate Nichols checked in. Ball out at the far hash. First down at the Webb City 48-yard line. Give it off to Nichols again. And gets a nice carry to the 45-yard line. Bottom of the pile was River Lenker for Webb City. Second down and 7 coming up. Webb City came right out of the gates big time. 3 plays and a touchdown. Coming under the 9-minute mark of the third quarter. Receivers right. Now coming in motion is Pugh. Fake to him, Browning through the middle, and he's stacked up for no gain. Leading the way was, again, Stoghill. They're going to mark him back a yard, so it's going to be third down and a bunch. 8 yards to go. They need the 38. This drive started on the Carthage 38. They put the receivers out to the right. Browning, he looks to throw this time. Swings it out, near side. It's caught Dalton, but not much there. They'll run him out of bounds at the Carthage side, 43-yard line. Stop made by Pearson Jones, a junior. So Carthage with a decision to make as they need the 38, and the ball is at the 44. So 6 yards to get. Down to 7.5 to go. Third quarter, 14-14. Down to 9 seconds on the clock. They may have to spend a timeout. They're going to have to hurry. 5 seconds left to go. On a fourth down, Browning to throw. Looking over the middle. It's caught, first down. And to the 33-yard line. Jack Carlton made the reception in a crowd. He almost had a chance for more yardage. In fact, I was afraid. That's why I hesitated there. He might go back in front of the sticks. But he made the first down catch at the 33. He made the play where he needed the first down, then he kind of did a reverse step. He did actually get a couple of more yards out of it, but get a little anxious when you see somebody go back after you've got the first down accomplished. Here's a direct snap to West. See if he comes out of the crowd. He does. He breaks tackles inside the 30, and he'll make the 26. It looked like Trevor Laughlin had the play in hand, but then it was taken down to the 36-yard line. This will be the 7th play coming up as we're about halfway through the third quarter. Pickup of 7, second down and 3. Here goes West, and not much there, maybe a yard. Tried to go over the middle, but the linebackers pushed him back. The front line there for Webb also there. Ethan Keller led the way. Third down and 2, as long as you don't go on the minus side or slide. Slide into the minus side. Sounds like a gospel song. Third down, 2 yards to go. 14-14 tie. Carthage in possession. They need the 23. West should get it. Goes over the left side. Taken down by Lanker. And they're going to say move the chain, and they do. So a new set of downs for Carthage at the 23-yard line. Webb said he started the half. A big play that almost was a touchdown. It took him 3 plays after that as the quarterback Strickland ran it all the way to the 5. They lost a yard or 2 on the second possession, but then Williams scored on the third play. First and 10, under 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Little pitch play to West. He's going to take people with him, cross the 20, and moves to the 16. Carthage getting at least 5, I would say, almost every play tonight. You put out the averages. They've been stopped a couple of times. They had 1 loss of 5, but for the most part, they've been gashing this Webb City defense. Keep it up. Pick up 7 there, and the 10th play coming up. From the left hash, second down and 3. Browning will roll, keep, get it, first down, and he's down to the 11. So that'll be the 10th play, which results in another first down. I know you like to get as close as possible, but the 11, he got a bad spot, but it is a first down. They give him a yard back to the 12, so, but not altogether bad because If you struggle the next 10 yards, you can get a new set inside the 5. And that's not always a bad thing. Sometimes you need them. Trying to break a 14-14 tie. Receiver out left. Man comes in motion. And we have a whistle. There's a flag. And a false start on Carthage. See what I mean? Now you go back 5. You're at the 17. One of the few penalties on either side. So that moves the ball back to the 17. Of course, after last week, you have the luxury of trying to put Douglas out there, even though it would only be a 3-point lead. But a lead's a lead when you have collectively 15 minutes and 20 seconds to go. So first down, 15. Give to a pass play near side, caught 15 to the 10, trying to turn it up. They get most of that back plus, and they're down to the 5. Jet Dalton on the catch. That was the play that opened the game. A little more important in terms of yardage right here because it's going to be third down, and they need just inside the 2, it looks like. Yep. So it's going to be 3rd and 3, so basically 2 plays to get 3 yards and a new set. Play went out of bounds. This will be the 13th play coming up, I believe. May have lost one or two there. Direct snap West. He has it. He's going to get at least the first down, and he's going to move to the 1-yard line. On the stop was Bryson Bard. So it is a 1st and goal at the 1-yard line. See, I told you that could come in handy. So they overrode the penalty with a nice play to Jet Dalton. Then they get the first down and 4 more shots with 1 yard to go. Under 3 minutes left in the third quarter. 14-14 is the score. Braden Odell, a late run in on the play. He'll line up left end. Handoff, and it's Browning again. Touchdown. So Carthage regains the lead at 2:31. Another big drive, 62 yards, and unofficially 14 plays. I think I may have given 1 extra, but we'll go with 14 right now. You can watch the replay and count them if you're that dedicated. I know I will. Douglas trying to make it a 7-point game. Placement, and he puts it up, and he got it. Well, you grind it out and grind it out. Now you got to keep Webb City from the big play. 2:31 left to go, third quarter. Carthage 21 and Webb City 14. Back in 30 seconds. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Hurricane Car Wash is cheering for the Carthage Tigers. Hurricane Car Wash serves Carthage and surrounding towns with all the options a car wash should offer. With 2 types of state-of-the-art automatic washes, you'll be back on the road in no time. Got a big rig? No problem. Our big truck bays can handle it all. And our hand wash bays give you everything you need to get your vehicle sparkling. Hurricane Car Wash has it all, even a pet wash service in our Touch 4 Wash app. Make your ride shine like new. Hurricane Car Wash, where clean meets convenience. HurricaneCarWash.net for locations. Go Big Blue.
62 yards. Browning his second touchdown. So each time Carthage has had a lead, Webb City has caught them. Last kick was short and set up Webb City at their 35 and only took them 3 plays. Almost all of that was by the quarterback Strickland. Here's the kick, another high short. It'll be taken at the 12, bobbled, still bobbled, at the 20, and that's as far as he gets. Never could get a real good handle on it, and Trey Turner, who scored a touchdown earlier, had trouble getting that one in his grasp, and he finally started moving, and he made it only to the 22. Webb City's coughed it up once tonight. Carthage did nothing with it, but they did get field position out of it, turned the tables, and then scored on the next possession. But be a nice one right here. You like to get a 2-score lead somehow. Strickland back at quarterback. And he's going to do it again, and he gets a good gain. He didn't break loose, but he still got a positive gain to the 28-yard line. So Carthage scored in the first quarter at 4:37. They scored at 38 in the second. 2:31 here in the third. Webb City scored at 40 seconds in the first and 10:44 in the third quarter. Second down, pickup of 6 that last time by Strickland. And he's going to look to throw left. He's going to fire, and it's caught near side, first down, 40-yard line. Gabe Johnson on the catch. He's played some quarterback tonight. He's kind of a slash kind of player. He can do running back. He obviously plays receiver too. And he's played quarterback. There's half a chance at an interception right there, but I think the odds were just like that, the other half, because Johnson can run, so they took that gain, and it's at the 40-yard line. Here's an end around. It's going to be to Turner. He'll go to the right side, 45. Cuts loose at the 50, down into Carthage territory at the 38-yard line, it looks like. But there is a flag. Flag right near the line of scrimmage. It is on Webb City. Wow. But a good wow. Spot of the flag was around the Webb City 42, so you'll mark it from there. So that negates a big run by Trey Turner on the reverse. Initially, it looked like Carthage was going to get him, but Turner turned the corner. And the hold will take it back to the 33. 1:10 left to go in the third quarter. So a play that took a lot of time, but it was for naught. But it did take time off the clock. Here's another throw out to the flat, incomplete. Intended again for Johnson. So it'll be second down and 17. I think Strickland rushed that throw. Clock stopped at 60 seconds in the third quarter. Carthage can win. They'll put a little ground between them and Webb City and Neosho Republic. They were winning big, so I don't think they'll gain much ground on them for that top seed. Here's another double flip. This one's going to be blown up. Coming through Jordan Brunert. That reverse didn't work. They tried the reverse by Turner to the other side. And Mr. Brunert said, So third down, but you got to get him here. 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It's now 3rd and 21, so you can't let this one slip. (21-14) Carthage. Webb City will have to run a play, but they have 9 seconds on the clock. And they're going to have to call a timeout, so you'll take that too. 18 seconds left to go in the third. We'll take a 30-second break. Carthage 21 and Webb City 14. This is Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
The love of a family is a very special thing. From the time we are children, it's our family that teaches us how to walk and how to talk, that gives us a sense of belonging. The wisdom of our grandparents is passed down through our parents and then on to future generations through our children. The love of a family never grows old. It just grows. A love that lasts forever. The Nell Mortuary in Carthage, locally owned since 1882.
Webb City faced with a 3rd and 21. 18 seconds left to go in the third quarter. They had an end around that was going to be around the 38-yard line of Carthage. It was called back on a hold. They tried it 2 plays later going the other way. Jordan Brunert blew it up. Now you got to blow one more play up. And Webb City cost them a timeout, so you got to make them pay. Don't let it slip. 3 receivers left side. It's going to be Johnson around the right side, and he's going to be hit at the 35-yard line. I saw something flying through the air, but apparently it was, yeah, I do see a flag at the 31. It's a hold. Now you have a good option here. Just go ahead and let them kick, because it's right now 3rd and 21. It'll be 3rd and a bunch more, but we've got a shaken up Carthage player right now. They're going to help him off. Looks like it is Brady Guerin. So they have to hold things up for a second. 12 seconds on the clock. And it's going to be 4th down. They do refuse the penalty, so the punting unit will come on for Webb City. That'll send Nichols to his 30-yard line. Low snap. Kick on the way. Nichols going toward it. May just leave it alone. He's going to pick it up anyway, and he's going to pay the price. The ball popped out, but I think Carthage got back on it. You got to leave those alone. My goodness. You knocked him out of that drive, and you almost gave it back to him. It'll be a loss on the fumble back to the 23-yard line. And the clock will be at 2 seconds. See if they start it. Looks like we'll have to go one more play. Pugh goes in motion. Hand off. West, another good game. He's had a great game tonight. He'll move it to the 30 as the 3rd quarter comes to a close. 12 more minutes to go. Carthage up by 7 and possession. 21-14 Carthage over Webb City. Back in 1 minute. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
When you own something, you take care of it. You value it. That's exactly what we do here at Schreiber. As employee owners, we make decisions that will help us continue to be successful for years to come. Carthage is home to 2 manufacturing facilities and 3 distribution centers. For decades, Schreiber Foods has been a proud part of the Carthage community and part of your families. We're committed to providing quality products and supporting our local community every step of the way. We want to wish all Carthage Tigers student athletes the best of luck. Play hard, stay strong, and go Big Blue. Schreiber Foods, proudly Carthage.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're here for all of life's wins. Like when you get a new car, or new boat, or new driver, or when your son moves out but your mom moves in, or you find out you're expecting again, or when one rental property turns into 2, then 20, or you realize they're all in Tornado Alley. Life is full of life events. Make sure you have the right policy for each of life's wins.
I'm Adam Bridges.
And I'm Lauren Demuty, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agents.
And we've got you covered through all of life's wins.
Go Tigers!
Start the 4th quarter here at Hafner Stadium. Jim Taylor with you here. 2nd down and short for Carthage. They're going right to left in the 4th quarter. They're leading 21-14. And we have a flag. Not a good way to start. Referee blew this one, so it's a false start. And for all the 600 plus out there watching the stream tonight, we thank you for that. We don't thank you for this 5-yard penalty, because now it's 2nd down and 8. Webb City had 2 penalties on their last possession. One negated a big run down inside the Carthage 40. Then they tried to reverse 2 plays later, going the other direction, and Jordan Brunert took care of that. And then they had a 4th down quarterback keeper, and then that was negated. Now you got to make up this 5 yards. Here's a sweep. It's going to be Nichols trying to break free. He goes across to the 32-yard line. He's going to get almost all that back, and it's going to be third down and makeable. Or was that Douglas? That was Douglas on the sweep. Third down and 1. Need their own 33-yard line. Carthage took up 7:23 of the first quarter clock for a 13-yard drive. They had a 14-yard drive also in this game, in this half. So they have controlled the clock. Just like to see them get another touchdown in here on this drive, or maybe later. You'd like to go ahead and take care of it now if you can. 3rd and 3. Here's West, and he goes for the first down, and he'll get it at the 34. He needed the 33. Bottom of the stack was Ethan Keller. But it is a new set, and more importantly, the clock would continue to run. Webb City had to use a timeout on that last possession, so they'll have 2. So that's also an advantage. They've got to keep piling on the problems for the Cardinals. Here's Browning trying to turn the corner, and he breaks the tackle, gets a nice gain to the 39. So give him 5 on that one. It's like Carnes and Bard over there. So second down, and they give him 5. (21-14) Carthage. Here goes Landon West. Tries to go through the middle, moves the pile. He moves to the 42. They need the 44, so it'll be third down and 2. Looked like it was River Linker there on the stop. So it'll be a little bit more than 2. Third down coming up. Under 10 to go in the game. Carthage up 21-14. Almost at 7. I wish that were the case. Browning awaits the snap. In motion, Pugh. Fake. Give to Landon. He has a first down. And he moves across the 45 to the 46. And you'll take these 4 and 5 yards willingly. Brendan LeMay on the stop. And it's first down and 10 for Carthage. As the Tigers get ready to break huddle at the 10-second mark on the play clock. 9 minutes to go in the game. Taking up as much time as possible. Browning the snap. Pitch to West. Goes to his right. Makes a nice move across midfield, and he'll make the 49 at Webb City. That'll put him 5 yards short of the first down. So another 5-yard chunk right there. Carthage scored at 4:37 of the first quarter. Webb City tied it at 40 seconds first quarter. Carthage took the lead at half, 38 seconds to go, 14-7. Webb City took only 3 plays to tie it in the third quarter, but then 14-play drive by the Tigers at 2:31. Browning scored, and that's the lead right now, and Carthage is up to their 8th play on this possession, which started at their own 23. And we have a stop. I think Carthage called a timeout. They did. So 8:18 to go in the ball game. Each team will have 2 timeouts when we come back. 30 seconds from now, it is Carthage 21 and Webb City 14. Back in 30. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Tiger Sports is all about teamwork, dedication, and a commitment to excellence. Dr. Michael Woody and the team at Peachtree Dental support all of the players and coaches that make Tiger Sports so great. They offer a full range of treatment options that can be personalized to meet your unique needs and expectations, including orthodontics for all ages. Peachtree Dental always welcomes new patients of every age. For a better dental experience, give Peachtree Dental a call at 358-2233. Go Tigers!
Carthage with a second down and 5. Ball at the 49 of Webb City. They lead 21-14. Each time Carthage has got a 7-point lead, Webb City has eventually matched it. As we have 8:18 to go in the game, you'd like to see him punch it in here, 49 yards away. 2nd down and 5. Here's Browning. He has a hole. He looks for a first down. He's got another one, I believe. Nope, they're not going to give him a good spot. He landed at the 44, but they're going to mark him at the 45. And as long as you hold on to that football, that's, again, not altogether bad. Because that just one more play and more time off the clock. Third down and a yard, and I would say, especially if it's no gain, you will go ahead and try again on 4th. Browning awaits the snap. He'll keep it, hesitates, but gets the first down. He went underneath Landon West, and that's what he needed, just enough room to get the first. And it's going to be a new set for Carthage at the 44-yard line. Well, I mentioned 13, 14 play drives on 2 of the scores. Had a 7-play drive on the other one. This one here about to go double digits. First and 10 of the Webb City 43 for Carthage, and Carthage leading 21-14. Again, Pugh in motion, give to West, tries to go right side. Had trouble getting started, but he gets a nice gain again. This time inside the 40 at the 39. That looked like it was not going to go for much, but he slid off a tackle. And as I said, they've been going 4 and 5 yards almost every play that they've went on the ground. They've only thrown it, I remember, 2 times, both to Jet Dalton. One set up a touchdown. That was in this half. Well, they did have the first down catch by Carlton. That kept that drive alive on 4th down. So they've been only 3 times through the air. 2nd down. And now Browning does want to throw. Throws it out near side. Look out, it's going to be batted down. That's going to be 3rd down coming up. That ball looked to be intercepted, but I believe it was Carlton in the intended receiver, and he actually got in the way of the defender, which actually helped because then the pass ended up being batted down as opposed to being picked off. So they tried to go for it there. And the clock stops at 6:20 to go in the game. Need the 33 for a first down. More than likely 2 plays to try to achieve it. Here's a snap to Browning. He's going to be about 1.5 yards shy. He's inside the 35. Nope, they say Landon West on the snap. So it is 4th down. They need the 33 for the first. Halfway through the final quarter. 21-14 Carthage lead. You'd like to preserve this possession. This will be the 13th play coming up. Change out personnel, still time on the play clock. Down to 7, you may have to spend a timeout now. They took a little too much time. Down to 4, 3, and they do snap it. And it's going to be Browning breaking a tackle, and he's going to get the first down, I believe. It's going to be close. The head linesman on the far side, I can't really tell from where he's standing. It is a first down. And they got it in just underneath the whistle. Clock continues to move, 5:20 to go. 7-point lead and a new set of downs for Carthage. Bland and Douglas out on the right side. It's going to be Landon on the direct snap. He turns the corner 30, and he's to the 27. Going to be to the 27-yard line, so he will get another 5-yard chunk, and we'll have our 15th play coming up. Clock continues to move. Webb City with 2 timeouts. They had to spend one on their last possession. And Browning back awaiting the snap. He'll keep it. He'll go left side, 25. He'll move to near the 22, which would be close to the first down. Under the stop was Rinker and Ethan Keller. That's another first down. Now they have eclipsed all the plays that they had in the 2 possessions of the 3 that they scored touchdowns. They had a 13 and a 14 play touchdown drive. This will be 16 coming up. And the clock continues to move, just went under 4 minutes. Here goes West again. He breaks free inside the 20. He's to the 17. Again, another 5-yard pop. Williams made the stop. Webb City right now, they are going to try to keep it a 1 score if they can and try for the turnover because they're not using their timeouts. Now, if Carthage should happen to get a loss here, perish the thought, they might use one. 3:15 to go as they come to the line. 2nd and 5. And Browning. He'll keep, go right side, moves left, bounces off a tackler. He's inside the 15. He'll be about 2 yards short of the first down. It'll be 3rd down and 2. As we go under 3 in the ball game. They're at the 14. They need the 12. Keep it rolling downhill. Goes to West. He'll move. That should be enough. Near side linesman has him at the 11. That's a new set of downs. $18 plays thus far. And it's at the 11-yard line. And we're down to 2 minutes by the time they get to the line. Maybe a little bit less than that. As I said, keep it rolling downhill. For those of you who travel to Kansas City quite a bit trying to leave town, you're going down the hill on Highway 71. You get hit at 59th Street light. You don't want that to happen here. Man comes in motion. Here's a sweep. It's inside to Tate Nichols inside the 5, and he's down to the 1. So it's a 1st and goal for the Tigers, and the clock will start up again. But I think somebody called a timeout, Webb City. They'll stop it at 1:42 to go in the game. Carthage facing a 1st and goal on the good side of things. They lead 21-14 back here in 30 seconds. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Well, you wouldn't want it any better right now. 1st and goal at the 1 for Carthage. They lead 21-14 against Webb City. And 1:42 remaining. We look at the scoreboard. Republic was well ahead of Neosho at halftime. And they are winning 42-0 over Neosho. I have to see a film on that one. My goodness. Republic is a little mad after last week, I guess. 1st and goal, got other things to do, like sealing this one up. 1st and goal at the 1. They give to West. He is short of the goal line, but that's okay. Second down and goal. I have 20 plays on that one, and Webb City will spend their last time out. 1:31 left to go. We'll go back for another 30 seconds. 21-14 Carthage, trying to add to it. Tiger Football, Music Radio 93.5.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
And big thanks to our now 700 plus viewers tonight on our site and on our stream. And they're seeing a good one. Carthage had the last play of the third quarter and have had it for all of the fourth. This is the 21st play I have. This is unofficial, but I think that's right. And a second and goal from the one. And now we have a flag. And we have an equipment or a participation foul on Carthage, so that'll back them up. He didn't need that. Webb City used their last time out. But with 1:31 left to go, you might be able to just run the clock out now. Apparently a substitution foul. Now we need somebody to get out there. Of course, the clock has not began to run. It ball's back to the just outside the 5. Trying to extinguish 91 seconds. Second and goal. Direct snap West inside the 5, reaching for the goal line. He got it. Can open up the closet door and put this one on the top shelf. .121 to go in the fourth. And Webb City now down 2 scores and no timeouts at the 127 mark. Malachi Douglas will add the extra point. And it's on the way. And he got it. 28-14, Carthage, and they're going to go on to a 7-1 record and taking on Neosho next week. Hopefully they're not too mad. They ought to be going into next week. They're down 42-0 to Republic. So Carthage should go ahead and stay ahead of Republic in the district standings, get that all-important bye with a win next week. We'll go ahead and stay here and we'll run out our commitments at the end of the game. So we're at 127 left to go. And Carthage up 28-14, a 21-play drive that started on their own 23. That may be the most I've ever seen in a drive. I do remember one year in a playoff game, Marty Schottenheimer's Chiefs had the ball the entire first quarter and a couple plays into the second quarter and missed a field goal. So apparently there was an unsportsmanlike penalty. I didn't see what the call was. So now Carthage is going to kick off from the Webb City 45. And Webb City no timeouts and they're 2 scores down. Now you just got to prevent Webb City, has that big play capability, but so Douglas will kick from the 45 of Webb City. And that one's going to hit the end zone. So Webb City starts on their own 20. This is their only possession of the fourth quarter. Just do not let Gabe Johnson, or any other Cardinal for that matter, get loose. You can stop the clock on a first down. But that's all Webb City has to their advantage right now, and they're down 14. And they spread the field. And Strickland's going to take off and run. He's to the 30. Open field 35. Shakes another man, and he's all the way to the 49. That's what you didn't want. In fact, that's a new quarterback out there. Mason Young is playing quarterback right now. So the clock is stopped at 1:18 remaining. And Young to throw, looking, being chased, being sacked. Back at the 37-yard line. Landon Bland was one of them. And the other man was McGurk. And now they ground the ball with 53 seconds left to go. It's second down and 18. Clock stopped at 53 to go. Third down. And Young wants to throw, throws over the middle, and the catch is made 45 of Carthage, and then a stick at the 45. He's short of the first down, so the clock will keep moving. It'll be fourth down. They need the 42, and the ball's at the Carthage 44. 30 seconds to go. And Young will try to run for it. They'll pitch, and they'll try to get the first down. They will. 40, and he is out of bounds. Watch the late hit there, as the play was to Travian Turner, and they do not throw a flag, fortunately. So the clock stopped at 22 seconds remaining. Norbury on the stop. Ball at the 34, Carthage. Pitch play again, this time near side. Here is a penalty flag. 2 flags go down. The running back goes down, out of bounds. That's Williams. So at 15 seconds to go, there's 2 flags, and it's on Webb City. I would say a clip, block in the back, or hold, one or the other. I didn't see the preliminary. They mark it off back to the Carthage 43. Still no indication. Now we're going to get it. It is a hold. 15 seconds to go. Carthage up 28-14. Webb City, no timeouts. They give them a first down on the play. Young to throw. Going to air it out near side. Leaping attempt is going to be knocked out of bounds. Ball was going to be caught out of bounds anyway, but now we have 11 seconds. So Webb City trying to use those sidelines to their advantage. It's second down. Here's Williams. They're going to pitch far side. It's taken by Williams. He's at the 30, down to the 29. That's going to do it. Webb City tries to get to the line, but there ain't no mo. That'll do it. Carthage takes on Webb City at home and wins it 28-14. And we'll go 3 minutes and come back. Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Specialty Risk Management is a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Looking for top-notch insurance coverage? Look no further than Specialty Risk Insurance Agency, one of the nation's leading agribusiness insurance agencies. And our expertise in construction and commercial insurance is making us second to none. Our agents just don't sell insurance. They live and work in the industries they protect, giving us unmatched industry knowledge. We understand the risks you face and know how to keep you protected. Call Specialty Risk Insurance Agency today at 417-359-5470. Go Big Blue!
Ott Food Products is excited and proud to support this Carthage Tiger broadcast and all our student athletes. Ott's mission, and more importantly, their passion, is to produce the highest quality dressings and sauces. They stand behind their products and commit themselves to serving their customers with the highest standard of customer service. So from their family to yours, be happy, create memories, and enjoy Ott's at your next family for game day game gathering. Go Tigers! Go Big Blue!
Ott's what you oughta, always have a lot of Ott's. You glad you thought of Ott's.
Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply is proud to support our Carthage Tigers. Roy Mason and the whole crew know that teamwork makes the dream work, and they want the best for our Tigers. Race Brothers offers top quality clothing, tools, and livestock supplies to keep our community strong. Stop by 2309 Fairlawn Drive in Carthage or shop online at racebros.com to gear up. Let's join Roy and all the employees at Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply and cheer on our Tigers. Race Brothers, proudly local.
The law firm of Webster & Carlton knows that it takes more than athletes to make a great team. From the coaches and teachers to parents and extended family, it takes the entire community to support our student athletes and make the Carthage Tigers a success. Webster & Carlton is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tigers sports broadcast, and they salute everyone who are cheering for our Tigers. The law firm of Webster & Carlton, offices in Joplin, 417-781-5690. Go Tigers and go Big Blue!
Just like a great coach, State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison in Carthage can help you develop a game plan for your insurance needs. Whether it's car, home, life, health, or business insurance, Agent Jerry Poston can dig into the playbook and help you find the affordable coverage you need. When your life and goals change, Agent Jerry Poston will be there to help you adjust your insurance game plan with a free family insurance checkup. So, for all of your insurance needs, call on a winner. State Farm agent Jerry Poston at 1601 South Garrison or call 417-358-5052.
Where will you be in 4 years? At Missouri Southern State University, we're here to help you achieve your life goals. Small class sizes allow you to develop a more personal relationship with your instructors and practice your skills in immersive environments. From a healthcare simulation center to crime scene investigation, state-of-the-art science labs, a mock courtroom, and much more. Study abroad opportunities can help you develop a global mindset. Learn more about our high-quality educational opportunities at mssu.edu.
Tonight, either way, but Webb City falls to Carthage 28-14 as ball control was that modus operandi tonight for Coach Guidey and the Carthage offense, and they did it. They scored 3 touchdowns. 3 of their 4 touchdowns tonight came on. This is unofficial, by the way. At 32, let's see, 30, we got 13, and 4 is 27, and 21. So 48 plays for 3 touchdowns. The other one took 7, so over 50 plays for those 4 scores. Not counting the times they did not succeed on offense, but for the most time they had the ball and they scored. The only 2 times they did not score was turning it over on a 4th down play inside their 30, but they got the ball back on a fumble. But then they went 5 plays and punt, but after that, they ate up the clock on the next 3 possessions. 7 plays, 14 plays, and 21 plays to seal the game. And we'll run over that scoring. We'll take another 3-minute break and come back as Carthage wins 28-14 over Webb City. Back in 3, Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
If your lawn is completely wild, it's time to bring in Turf Tamers and create a green turf that's calm and lovely. Turf Tamers will rid your lawn of the unwanted weeds and unsightly, funky grasses that have made your lawn a wild kingdom. Give them a call at 417-434-0810. When they arrive, you just leave it to them to tame that turf and have your neighbors admiring it. Turf Tamers, the name says it all. Turf Tamers, 417-434-0810. Jaspertronics, just east of the square in Carthage, knows how persistence and determination help people achieve their goals, and they wish our Carthage Tigers all the best. Jaspertronics, locally owned and operated, offers a complete product line of decorative, smart home and office lighting, 3D printers, as well as a growing array of consumer electronics. For more information and to see all the things Jaspertronics offers, go to jaspertronics.com. Rob Gall and staff at Jaspertronics say, "Go Tigers, go!"
During this Carthage Tiger broadcast, Freeman Health System congratulates all Carthage students, both athletes and those cheering on the Tigers. Teamwork, honesty, and integrity are qualities that will help make those young students the community leaders of tomorrow. Locally owned, not-for-profit, and nationally recognized, and with over 80 specialties across more than 30 locations in the 4-state area, Freeman Health System provides a wide array of medical and behavioral health services. Freeman Health System. Care matters here.
McDonald's just took a normal week and turned up the vibes ×3 with deals in the app. Monday isn't just Monday, it's McNuggets Monday. You can get a free 10-piece chicken McNuggets with a $3 purchase. Tuesday? Nope, try again. It's Bagel Tuesday. $2 off any bagel sandwich. And Friday just became Free Fries Friday. Get a free medium fries with a $1 purchase. With 3 separate deals, you might find yourself wishing there were more days in the week. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Offer valid through 12/29/24. Participating McDonald's. Valid once a day. Excludes tax. Must opt into rewards.
Your Carthage McDonald's restaurants, owned by the Marshall Rice family, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers.
Assured Partners of Missouri, formerly Beimdeck Insurance, a proud supporter of the Carthage Tigers. Smart coaches build great team members, a solid game plan, and only have the best equipment for their players. Assured Partners of Missouri applies this same philosophy when putting together an insurance program to insure your Carthage Tiger family or business. When scouting for insurance, pick the right agent for your team. Give Assured Partners of Missouri a call at 417-358-4007. Go Big Blue.
Community National Bank and Trust is a proud sponsor of this Carthage Tiger football opening kickoff. Loyalty, hard work, and dedication are key elements of any successful team. And Community National Bank and Trust appreciates everyone's efforts in making the Carthage Tigers a success this year. As a valued member of the Carthage community, Community National Bank and Trust is there to be a reliable teammate for you and your family. The local bank that is small enough to know you, yet big enough to serve you. Community National Bank and Trust, member FDIC.
They hadn't took advantage of it. See, we're going to get the ball. We're going to take a while to give it back to you. They took them on the opening drive 80 yards in 13 plays, and Browning scored at 4:37. They ate up 7:23. I forgot to write out how much they ate up there in that fourth quarter. They had to have eaten up over 10 minutes because they had the ball second play of the fourth quarter. So maybe I can sit here and add up at the next break how long they had it for that 21-play drive. Anyway, that set the tone for the night. Webb City would economize. They got 7 plays, 80 yards. They scored at 40 seconds left to go. Turner, a 55-yard pass play to tie it at 7. Teams went back and forth on a couple of possessions. For the Tigers got it back at their own 46. Took 7 plays at 38 seconds remaining in the half to lead 14-7 at the half. Webb City got that second half kick and took them 3 plays, 65 yards, 60 of that by the first play from scrimmage by their quarterback Strickland. They had a loss on the second down play, but then they scored Williams on the third play, tied it up at 14-14. Then the Tigers got it back. They had the ball only twice in the second half, but my goodness. They started at their own 38. 14 plays later, they scored at 2:31. Browning a 1-yard run to make it 21-14, 62 yards, 14 plays. And then Webb City got the ball on their own 22, and they had a big play that had Turner go all the way down inside the 40. They were only down 7 at the time, but it was called back on a hold, and then they had another penalty called on a third down, which the Tigers definitely refused. And then the Tigers got the ball back at their own 23, had 1 play in the third quarter. That ended, and 20 plays later, they scored at 1:27 left to go. So trying for the quick math, that's 10 minutes and 33 seconds. They had it in the fourth quarter, plus the 1 play, which probably 5 or 10 seconds there in the third quarter. So That's how long they had that last possession. And West scored from 5 yards out. Webb City got a couple of big chunk plays. 4 plays starting at their own 20, but they ran out of time and had one penalty in there amongst all that. And Carthage comes away winning 28-14. And Republic has won their game 42-14 over Neosho. So I don't know what happened in that ball game. Maybe Neosho was missing some key players, but he didn't expect that big of a lopsided win for Republic. But you still have to face and win against Neosho on the road next week. And we'll be back after one more minute and wrap this one up as Webb City wins it over Webb 28-14. Back in one, Tiger Football Music Radio 93.5.
Is your office ready to be a workplace of the future? Does that mean whizzing around on hoverboards and robots answering phones? Maybe, but we'd suggest trying more useful technology first. Pearson Kelly can set you up with tech that lets your whole team work from anywhere, collaborate on devices, and always have the information they need to do their job. Keeping up with technology can be stressful. We're here to simplify it for you. Whether your office has an internal IT team or not, we have options to fit your needs. Find us at pearsonkelly.com and let us make technology simple for you.
Just as an athletic team relies on teamwork to reach its goals, a business depends on its staff to complement each other's strengths and function as a team to achieve its goals. The certified public accounting firm of Schmidt Associates wants to be a member of your team and help you reach your financial goals. Their small business accounting, payroll, and advisory services could help ensure your financial success. Call Schmidt Associates at 358-6090. Schmidt Associates, more than checks and balances.
Look at the conference scores, if it'll load up in time, as Carthage wins it here by a score of 28-14 over Webb City. Webb City goes to 5-3, Carthage to 7-1 going into week 9. So everybody else has at least 2 losses. And in the chase, I don't know the Branson score yet, but they are still in the mix. They're at number 5 in the district standings, but final score is Republic 42, Neosho 14. Nixa beats Ozark. They're actually not a final, but it's 28-7. It's probably a little bit worse than that. Kickapoo 24-7 against Waynesville. Joplin shut out Willard 49-0. And Lebanon leading Glendale 29-28. But here tonight, Tigers took care of business. On the scoring plays, 13, 7, 14, and 21. To wrap it up at the 127 mark of the ball game. So thank you to all the ones out there watching the stream tonight. We had, I guess, 700 plus at last count. So if I'd have known that, I'd have been nervous. But anyway, Carthage wins it here against Webb City. Will be on the air from Bob Anderson Stadium in Neosho next Friday night around 6:50 as the regular season closes out against the Neosho Wildcats. Thanks to OJ here at the controls here and Ron back at the other controls in the studio. Final score again, Carthage 28, Webb City 14. Talk to you next week from Neosho.
Hey, thank you for joining us for the Carthage Tiger Football on Music Radio and the Carthage Tiger Sports Network. And now to thank our sponsors.
We thank Assured Partners Insurance, Boomer's Barbecue, Carthage Area McDonald's, Carthage Dental Associates, Carthage Water and Electric, Community National Bank and Trust, Fair Acres YMCA, Fast Monkey Auto, Freeman Health System, G3 Family Entertainment, H.E. Williams, Hurricane Car Wash, Jaspertronics, Jeff Hodkin of American Family Insurance. We also thank Jerry Poston of State Farm Insurance, Kathleen Carter of American Family Insurance, Nell Mortuary, Lauren DeBeauty and Adam Bridges of Farm Bureau Insurance, Matthew Sherrill Shelter Insurance, Mercy Hospital Carthage, MSSU, Old Missouri Bank, Ott's Food Products, Peachtree Dental, Pearson Kelly, Race Brothers Farm and Home Supply, Reeves Tire and Automotive, Schmidt CPAs and Advisors. Also, Schrader's Towing and Filling Station, Schreiber Foods, Sirloin Stockade, Specialty Risk Insurance, Stephen McKay of Shelter Insurance, Tony Kennard of Wells Fargo Investments, Tony Williams of State Farm Insurance, Turf Tamers, Vintage Timekeepers, the law firm of Webster & Carlton, Whistler's Hamburgers and Daylight Donuts, and Zyder Tax Services. We thank all our Carthage Tiger partner sponsors for supporting this broadcast and internet stream. Be sure to seek out these local businesses first if you need any of their services or products. And lastly, we thank you, our loyal listeners and viewers, for tuning in. This has been a service of the Carthage Tiger Sports Network, Music Radio 93.5 and 1490 KDMO.